Hello, my name is Logan. This is American Chiller's Florida Fog Phantoms by Jonathan Wren. I'm going to read you the first chapter of this book. Before I start to tell you this story, you have to realize something. Florida is a cool state. I love Florida. It's my home. I've lived here for my entire 12 years. My little sister Mara loves Florida, and my mom and dad, we all love Florida. So when I tell you what happened to me, I'm not doing it to scare you. I don't want you to be frightened or afraid, but I think you will. Matter of fact, I know you will. And if you ever get a chance to come to Florida, you'll have fun. You'll have an awesome time. Just beware of fog. Beware of the fog phantoms. I'm not sure, but they could come back. They might even be waiting here. They might even be here now waiting for you. I suppose I should start at the beginning. Last summer, right before the hurricane, that's when weird things started to happen. We all knew there was a storm coming. We heard about it on the radio. The TV weatherman told us all about it. It was a hurricane. You may have even heard about it or read about it because it is the strangest storm of the year. Not the biggest, not the worst, the strangest. My name is Justin Martinez, and I live in a city called Tampa. It's a city in the western side of Florida, right next to the ocean. A lot of people come here to visit because there are a lot of things to do and see. We even have a professional football team called the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And Tampa happened to be in the direct path of Hurricane Alice. That's right, they gave names to all the hurricanes and tropical storms that we have, and this one is called Alice. In 1992, a hurricane named Andrew caused $20 billion in damage. Hurricanes aren't anything to mess around with. 2 days before Hurricane Alice arrived, everyone in the city began boarding up their houses, stores, shops, buildings. Everyone boarded up their windows to protect against the high winds and heavy rains. Many people, including our family, stayed at a hotel in another city until the storm passed. Tuesday, the storm hit just as expected. However, we were a long ways away, so we didn't have any problems. On Wednesday, we went home. The storm hadn't damaged much after all. It had been listed as a Category 3 hurricane, 3 out of 5, which is pretty severe. However, by the time it reached land, it had dropped to Category 1, which is the lowest ranking. Category 1 can still be dangerous, though. Some of the streets around our neighborhood had been flooded by the time we made it home. Most of the water was gone. Everyone was thankful. A hurricane can do a lot of damage, but this time the city was spared. Or so I thought. Because that night a strange fog settled in all over the city. It was thick as cream and just as white. It was so thick I could barely see the street light in the front of our house. I had never seen fog so thick. It was kind of eerie. Now I'm 12 and I'm not afraid of the fog. But later that night, after I went to bed, something happened that made every single hair on my head stand straight up onto the end. I will be back with chapter 2 soon. Bye.